You know something really, really silly, kind of stupid? You know, sometimes you'll see me like messing with this thing and like it goes up, it goes down, and like I can't control it. You know what's really dumb? All I needed to do was tighten one of the little turn things, like one of the little things on here, and that's all it would have taken. Let's move on from where we had left off. Peter Hammill, we're moving on to the next track here with Over, which is going to be Betrayed. And I'm feeling a little betrayed by my microphone in the stand. I don't know why. Sometimes it's the little things in life. You're looking for big answers. Sometimes it's little questions. Let's go ahead and listen to the track. We'll discuss it after having nothing to do with this. Let's just listen to it.
Full of altruistic dreams, believed in princes and princesses, kings and queens. Now I find they're all human inside, all bitterness and pride. So why shouldn't I be like that too? It seems that I've forgotten all I tried so hard to learn. It seems there's not an ounce of love or trust anywhere in the world.
Oh.
Friends,
how heavy it got there.
harboring knives to embed in your back out of revenge or spite or indifference or lack of other things to do. Well, in the end, just who's gonna be a friend for you? When they kick you in the guts just as your hand holds out the pull, it seems that there is nothing left but hatred and lust in the world.
Yeah, the way he spitfires that off. It's like venom.
Give a damn anymore. I've only wound up betrayed. It's all been absolutely worthless. All of the efforts I've made to be gentle and kind remain by contempt, degraded with sympathy and worthless kindness and love that isn't meant. I'm through with joy and company. I've done with petty words. I'm betrayed. There's no hiding place anywhere in the world. I've nothing left to fight for except making my passion heard. I know
Okay, so I gotta say that Peter really captures musically the feeling, the heat, the sadness, the emotional turmoil, the doubt, the unwanted vulnerability that is thrust upon you of feeling betrayed. I think that he captures so well in this track all of those feelings. And it's only two people involved in the performance of this track, of course, Peter singing and the guitar. And then that violin is going to be handled by Graham Smith, who was here earlier on Autumn. And it is such an intense, wary-eyed song that is just, it emotionally, I think it feels torn up and torn apart naturally. It's describing the feeling, right? And the act of betrayal. And I think that the way they deliver it is stunning. The way that Smith plays the violin here, of course, in lieu and aligned with Hammill and his eccentricities when it comes to his vocal style and delivery and the dramatic flair, but oftentimes also bringing a kind of beautiful grounding to the music in many ways. But some of the, I don't know exactly what you would call it, but the quick notes that he plays, like those, I don't know, there's probably a term for it, but those very fast but yet kind of quiet notes that he plays, and the way he does that, it adds such an edge to the music that feels really good and feels really cool as it works back and forth and in its own contortions, the way the music kind of comes back and forth to something harsh and heavy, especially like when it moves into the ba 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 and then the ba 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 ba. Like there's a moment of elegance and then it crashes right back down like a break in the wave, so to speak, emotionally. The first time that happened was really intense. I think it was like a little before 120. I was trying to capture when it really, like, if it was plugged in and if it was electric and distorted and such. Like, this is so light. This is that wariness, that tiredness of feeling betrayed. But watch. Here we go.
Trust anywhere in the world.
And it's so sudden, that striking. Ba, 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 ba. And I like how Graham takes over at the violin at that point. Like, Peter backs off, right? Just playing that striking guitar. And the violin kind of takes off almost like this vocalist wail, this vocalist cry of pain. And like I said, of course, the emotional pain of being betrayed. That was just a huge standout moment the first time that happened, especially on the first listen where you don't know it's going to change like that. So that's what I mean, like the track captures the feelings, the wave of feelings back and forth between angry and sad. In feeling betrayed and in this track. And then I thought the end was really nice here. This intensity. As Peter just cries out, taking away, you're taking away. Like the way that he cries out there, he sounds less in the forefront and more almost in the background to an extent. Not like distant so far, but a little bit more in the background. And it's just like he feels like he's in one way being taken away. Something's being taken from him. And he finds himself removed vocally from the music, at least a little bit, as if he continues growing more and more distant, becoming just like a dot in the horizon. I think that this was a really sensational track. This was really cool. Let's look at these lyrics here. Her. When I began, I was full of altruistic dreams, believed in princes and princesses, kings and queens. Now I find they're all human inside, all bitterness and pride. So why shouldn't I be like that too? Started off hopeful, wide-eyed, positive-eyed, altruistic, as he says, looking for the good in everything. Then he noticed that as he was looking for the good in everything, he found bitterness and sadness and madness and everything. And then he said, well, why shouldn't I be like that too? He's been betrayed, first of all, by his ideals. Or not by his ideals, but by the reality, I suppose, and what he's found in others. It seems that I've forgotten all I tried so hard to learn. It seems there's not an ounce of love or trust anywhere in the world. So now we're going full nihilism here. Friends, they're all harboring knives to embed in your back out of revenge or spite, or indifference, or lack of other things to do. Like even out of sheer boredom. He's saying that others, your friends, will entertain themselves, so to speak, and find joy in betraying you. When in the end, just who's going to be a friend for you? When they kick you in the guts just as your hand holds out the pearl? It seems that there is nothing left but hatred and lust in the world. This line I thought was interesting because it made me think of like a clam, a clam with a pearl. And like a clam, I guess you would think of it like, you know, in a fist. If you had to, like he's saying, holding your hand out with a pearl. Here's the pearl. Opening, vulnerability. The pearl is open. I'm giving you something. Altruism, I'm giving you something. I want to share this pearl with you, this valuable thing that's personal to me, symbolic, of course. And a clam holds it, and he's opening it up. But he says, nope. You just want to snatch it out of your hands, kick you in the gut. I don't give a damn anymore. I've only wound up betrayed. It's all been absolutely worthless. All the efforts I've made to be gentle and kind are repaid with contempt, degraded with sympathy and worthless kindness. And love that isn't meant. I'm through with joy and company. I'm done with pretty words. Oh, betrayed, there's no hiding place anywhere in the world. I've nothing left to fight for except my passion heard. I don't believe in anything, anywhere in the world. And of course, that's when he just pretty much just rants off in his feelings, of course. And I think that this is such a bitter song, of course. I mean, obviously, perhaps warranted. And the intensity is one of a kind because it's Peter Hammill. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I hope that you enjoyed the music. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you as always for stopping by. Press the like button before you swing on through. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.